boss. See the topic and what it is that we're talking about, right? Time is more valuable than money. Listen, you hear me say this all the time. I have never turned it into a topic. So I'm happy that I could actually do this today, right? So here's the deal. I'm pretty sure you've heard some people say that same BS line, time is money. I'm telling you right now, within the first couple seconds of this video, that's bullshit. You get what I'm saying? You cannot compare time and money. You can compare them, but they're not the same. You get what I'm saying? One comes and goes, which is money, and the other one you can never really get back. Time. You get what I'm saying? So let's go right into that, right? You got to understand that time, unlike money, which can be earned and replenished, time is a limited resource. So once it's gone, it cannot be regained. So I say this in my videos all the time, right? Let's say you're in your 20s. You're enjoying your 20s. Now you're in your 30s. Can you get back your 20s? Can you get back your teenage years? Nope. That's why you hear people say, yo, use your time wisely. You get what I'm saying? When you're young or you're in your youth, you're in your what? You're in your prime. When you have your prime years, you have a lot of energy. You have a lot to you. Why do you think, and I say this all the time, why do you think they preach a lot of fuckery to the younger generation? To get them to crash out and do dumb shit. So when you get in trouble and you start to fully gain consciousness, you're like, holy shit. Yo, I screwed up all of my younger years trying to be a bad boy and trying to impress females. Now what? I got caught up with the justice system. I got lawyer fees. I got cases. I got so much shit going on. I got baby moms. You put yourself in problems before you could even start the race. You get what I'm saying? So that's equivalent to what? Digging an early grave. I'm not saying you cannot get yourself out of it, but that just shows you the importance of what? Time. Because time is something you cannot what? You cannot get it back. So example into that, right? Quality of life. And this is the next one. The time spent with loved ones, that's something that's completely, it's priceless, right? You cannot use money to get back time with people. And I'm going to explain that. How many times you ever heard somebody say, yo, oh, all of this money, I'll trade it in if I could get back such and such. Because why? It's the memories that count. There's certain things in life you have to understand. Money can buy people temporary happiness. I'm not saying money can't buy some people some form of joys. But if you really ask some people certain things like, yo, if you had $10,000 or $15,000 and you could trade that in for somebody of the past that they're probably long gone or passed away, either an old friend, a grandparent, a parent, an aunt, uncle, who you telling people are gonna do it? Because why? There's some things in life money cannot buy. Some things are priceless. That's why they say cherish the moments that you have with people. Because guess what? You're here today and then you're gone the next moment. The same people that you could be laughing and kiki-keying with, guess what? Who's to say that they can't be gone tomorrow? That's why you have to cherish the moments. Cherish the good times. Make memories with people. When you make memories, that's all you have to hold on to. There's certain things that money cannot buy out of that. You get what I'm saying? Next thing into that. Opportunity costs. Time invested in one activity means sacrificing potential benefits for another. It makes it crucial to spend time wisely. So example, let's say you're in school, right? You're in school to become like a lawyer, right? You have to what? Sacrifice time to get that. Yes, you're going to probably have to spend some money, but you're going to have to what? Sacrifice time to get that. You can't just become a lawyer overnight, dog. You cannot become a doctor overnight. These are things that it takes people time to get. Studying, you get what I'm saying? Once you put in that time and you get what it is that you're looking for, then you can say that what? I accomplished what I was looking for. That's time well spent. But if you use your time in an ill-advised way and you tricked it off, let me go to parties, yo, let me go here, or let me go here, I'm not going to focus on school, then what? That's like saying what? That's time wasted. You feel me? Because remember, time is something you cannot get back. So you could spend money on all the schooling and education, but if you didn't go there to complete the goal or complete the mission, then what? That's considered as time wasted. So that what? That costs you an opportunity. That's why you have to use all the time that you get, you use it wisely. I'm not telling you, yo, we're not going to make mistakes. We all do. We're humans. But you have to remember this. As long as you remember the end goal and what you're doing it for, what the mission is, and you go to complete the mission, as much as it may get rough, as long as you complete the mission, that's all that matters, dog. Because guess what? You can honestly say, man, I put my time in a good place. Yo, I use my time to finish school, or I use my time to pay off this house, or pay off these credit cards, or pay down for this, or finish paying for this. As long as you use the time wisely, that's what helps you avoid regrets. And that's another thing. I did videos about regrets before, but I'm probably gonna do a new one. If you refuse or piss away the time that was given to you, that's how you can start to have regrets. You get what I'm saying? And once you have regrets, that's something you have to live with. And there are some people, they cannot live with the decisions that they made in their life. Some people can't even damn near look themselves in the mirror because they know that they did a lot of bullshit in their life. That's why if you use your time wisely and not thinking, yo, money is going to be able to fix certain things, just understand this. Money is like a band-aid, or a temporary band-aid on certain things. Money can fix certain things. It can buy you some things. It can give you some temporary happiness. But it's better off to have some time. You get what I'm saying? Time can do a lot of wonders, man. It's just you have to understand that time is more important than money. Anybody that compares the two, once again, they don't understand that there's a difference, right? As well as that, health and well-being. This is a very important one. How many times have you seen people, yo, they're in a screwed up state where health isn't the best, and it's like, man, I have money, but that money won't get me what it is that I'm looking for. What do they need in that time? In that space? They need time. Because guess what? The more time that you have, the more that you can change your situation. Remember this. Time is very precious, dog. Health is wealth. You feel me? Everybody's heard that before. So you choosing to have money or you choosing to have time, you can get a chance to see which one is more important. There are people with all the money in the world that would love to trade in that money for what? Time. But can they do that? No. You cannot do that. There's some people who have all the time in the world. Guess what? Once you have time, you can go and get that money. You feel me? You may not be able to get all it is that you're looking for, but what I'm saying is, pick up what I'm putting down. Time is way more important than money, bro. There are people, like example, give you another example in the time and money. Look at when people get caught up with the justice system, right? In order for you to avoid giving up time to the justice system, you have to what? Pay money. You get what I'm saying? Why do you think there's a lot of people when they go to prison, they could have easily said, hey, we'll put you under arrest here or do this. No, we're going to take away your what? We're going to take away your time. Your time is precious. I know people right now that have been locked up since high school, bruh. They missed out on their whole 20s. I'm pretty sure if they had the opportunity to, they would take that shit back and get back all of their years. But guess what? That's not how life goes. So that's why it's very important, very vital for you to understand that time is way more important than money. You get what I'm saying? Because money comes and goes. Time is what? It's something you can never get back. Lastly into that, right? Impact and not last one, second to last. Impact on relationships. Building and maintaining relationships require time. Example, remember I did this in a video before when I said, yo, if a person donated money to charity versus a person who went there and spent time and gave their time is actually more valued than the money that they gave. Yes, the money can fix certain things, but how about this? The time that you gave, that time is something that was special. You made time to do that. You get what I'm saying? Look at some of these celebrities. Give you an example into that. Look at when some of these celebrities donate money to these hospitals like the Joe DiMaggio. Yes, you donated money, but it's way more impactful when they show up to the hospitals and they go talk with the kids, or they go spend time with them and go read stuff. Because why? We're not getting your money. We're getting you. We're getting your time. We see you on TV all day long, playing basketball, playing football. You're here. You're over there playing your game. Guess what? You chose to be here today at the hospital with all the kids. That's way more impactful than somebody's money, bro. Some people don't see this shit and they don't understand it. You can do a whole lot more just by giving your time rather than you giving money, bro. Because guess what? One is coming from, I'm not saying you giving your money, you're not going to make an impact. You will. But the time that you give, the time that you spent, that's way more precious. Because why? You're building memories. How many times some people could be like, yo, I remember the time when such and such came to my school to spend time with us and talk to us and talk to the at-risk youth. Versus, oh, that person donated money to the school. You get what I'm saying? The time that you spend is way more valuable than the money that you spend. Lastly, right? Legacy and influence. The way we spend our time can leave a lasting impact on others and contribute to our legacy. Remember what I just told you. You could donate millions of dollars, dog. You could donate millions of dollars. Or you could do something like give us your time. Give you an example into this shit, right? If you know or ever heard of Princess Diana, you know where I'm going with this. Princess Diana was one of the richest, beautiful, popular, humble, meek princesses, right? Of course, you're a princess, you gotta have what? Money. Yes, she donated money, but Princess Diana did way more than donate her money, dog. She spent time with the homeless. She went and fed people, gave people clothes, handed out food, handed out stuff. Matter of fact, not even just Princess Diana. Look at the lady who just died in California from Skid Row, who used to donate and help out with the homeless people. She could have gave money. She gave her time. Her time that she donated helped uplift a lot of people. You know how many people she done saved from committing suicide or going off the deep end in drugs because she gave her time. She could have gave money. She gave her time. The time that she gave left impacts on people to where people remember her. People got her tatted on her. People got her tatted on them. People sing praises about her all the time. And guess what? Her money didn't do that. The time that she gave the people did that. You get what I'm saying? So understand this. Remember when I said you don't have to be rich to give back? That's a video that I did. You don't have to be rich to give back and make an impact. The time that you spend with people, you actually showing face or giving a helping hand, or you actually speaking positivity or speaking life into somebody, that can make an impact way more than fucking money. You get what I'm saying? So understand this in life, bro. There's some damages that money can do to make a situation change, but the time that you give, the love that you give, the memories, that's where it's at. That's what you call priceless. That's something money can't buy. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, remember this. Words can help you, they can hurt you. But here on my channel, I just want to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. Just understand this. Time will always be way more valuable than money, dog. There's certain things time can do that money can't. There's some things that money can do that time can't. But if you had to weigh it out on the scale, time is way more powerful than money, dog. Don't ever let anybody come to you with no BS about no time and money is the same friggin' thing when it's not, dog. There are people who are trading in, who wish they could trade in their riches and wealth for more time on this earth. They cannot do that. There's some people who use their time to chase money. Guess what? It's better to have time, because with more time, that's more impact that you could build. You can strengthen your legacy. You could do a lot of shit like that. But you just have to understand that time will always be more important than money. You know what I'm saying? 444 the world, man. Peace.